hates Midoriya. Okay, right here it will start getting dark. This is a dark story from. That's why you clicked on it, because it's literally Obito. It's Obito's sadness and stuff. So that's going to be happening. Oh, so go to my other vids if you don't like this dark subject, but that's what's going to be. And so Kami cheats on Deku with Bakugo, and it's whatever you want the cheating to be. But that's whatever. And so then she accidentally sends it to Deku when she's trying to send the thing to Bakugo. She doesn't notice because she thought that she clicked Bakugo and just went away. And so then Deku sees it and is angry. It's like, how could she do this to me? And then it's about to jump off the roof, but then Obito appears. Well, Juubito. And says, "Stop it, Izuku." And so then he gets a 3 Tomoe Sharingan. Awakens it. Because he really got cheated on. And he's angry. And so that awakens his 3rd Tomoe because he really cared about her. He really cared about Kami. And so Deku will be half good, half bad in this what if. Because Obito got tricked by Madara. Madara had Obito under his strings. And so Obito also says, make people who do you wrong hurt them. Hurt them the way they hurt you. And Deku says, yes, sir. And so he gets saved by the pro hero Riku. And she says, why did you try to commit suicide? Deku shrugged, and she says, well, here's my card from my agency. We can talk later, because Riku was with her students. And so then Deku walks off and he says bye to Riku. And Riku feels bad for Deku. And so Deku goes to school, and then one day he gets attacked by the sludge villain. And the sludge villain is trying to make him die. But All Might appears and saves him. And All Might says, Texas Smash! And so then Deku jumps on the All Might like originally said, can I be a hero? And All Might says this more harsh. You can never be a hero. And that's never happening in your whole life. And I'm sorry, but that's just what's happening. And he says also, I don't think you would cut it as a cop either. I know that's not All Might's nature, but we have to do it for the what if. Because All Might was a big part in Deku's development in the earlier story. And so we have to make All Might a little bit more harsh, just a little. And so, that's what happens. And so Deku frowns and starts crying, thinking Bakugo's right to Kame, he's right. And then Deku has awakened the Mangekyou Sharingan. Because listen, his little idol, his last hope of thinking that he could become a hero, All Might, and tons of stuff happened in his life. He says, first his father, then second my girlfriend cheats on me, and then Bakugo has ruined my whole life. And then he has anger, sadness, all of his emotions is going to Bakugo, and then his Mangekyou Sharingan appears. And this is not just no regular Mangekyou Sharingan, it's the internal. It goes right to internal because there's no other Uchiha in the world. And so Deku is and then All Might sees, kid, what's with your eyes? They're red in a pattern. And Deku says, leave me alone, All Might. And then he's a boom. It's the sludge villain. Deku runs right away. And then he suddenly just appears in front of the crowd. And so then he sees Bakugo. And Deku says, what luck I have. I can just let him die here right now. And then after like 2 to 3 minutes, he says, thanks. Is this what a hero would do? His good side's coming out of him. And so then Deku runs. And then he Kamui's a part of the Sludge Villain away. And then he grabs Bakugo out, just smacking his face into the ground and punching him in the gut. But then throwing him to the crowd, and they catch him. And they're like, did he save you? And he said, yeah, but I have a bloody nose and I think a broken rib. And Bakugo's groaning and Deku's smiling. And so then Deku says, no, you're gonna die for attacking a useless punk, but this is what All Might would say probably. And then he says, disappear. Then Kamui's the Sludge Villain. And when the Sludge Villain tries to hit him, it phases through. And he's like, what is this? And so then Deku says, sorry, this had to happen. I'm sorry. And so the Sludge Villain is no longer on the earth. And so that is what happens. And so in this one, for the sake of the story, All Might is actually impressed with Bakugo. So he chooses Bakugo as his successor. Oh my gosh, bro. Oh my gosh. This story is gonna be amazing. So get 7 likes, bro. Please get 7 likes. Just think about it. Deku might actually kill him. But that'll be later in the story, if it'll happen. And so Deku is angry, and All Might thanks him. And then when he's walking home, Deku senses All Might following Bakugo, so he follows All Might, and then he sees All Might asking Bakugo to have one for all, and like he knows how to seal his chakra and stuff now. And so he sees this and his body crumbles up in anger. He's so angry right now. He's just like, how? And Obito had to calm him down in his mindscape. And so Obito says, we will train. We will train every day to make Bakugo die. And so that's exactly what they do. And so he tells his mom that he's going on a 10-month camping trip with his friends. He says that he's going to be camping throughout the whole world for 10 months. And she says, okay, Izuku, have fun and always call me once in a while. And Deku says, bye, Mom. And so then he leaves. But then he goes to this big mountain with and he packed tons of food. Like in the forest, he killed tons of deer, bear, and stuff. So he has that, and if he gets hungry after his meditation for the whole day, he just eats it. And then after a week or two of doing this, Obito tells him how to Kamui. And so then he can make it food in this mindscape so he won't be hungry, because what he does there is affecting his body in the real time. And so it's very, very strong. And so he learns how to Kamui there. And so then he just keeps on learning and learning, mastering fire style, wind style, and lightning style. And Obito even showed him his late friend's technique, the Chidori. He doesn't know it well, but he knows the basics of it. And so Izuku learns how to make a green Chidori this time. A green Chidori. And Obito also teaches him from Lady Tsunade. I believe he would have the knowledge of Lady Tsunade, of how she put chakra through her fist. And so he teaches him that. and he learns how to teaches Deku how to put chakra throughout his whole body, amping him up. And Deku has tons of chakra. He has Hashirama cells, so he has I'm gonna say 2 times more than Naruto. So he has really good chakra, and so Obito also teaches him chakra control. And so he uses the minimal chakra he needs, and he can make like, I would say, 100,000 shadow clones if he wanted to. And so that's what happens. And so for the 10 months, he masters the Mangekyou Sharingan. Yes, the Mangekyou. And he also mastered all those chakra natures, and he learned wood style. He knows deep forest emerge, wood binding jutsu, wood prison jutsu, wood cage jutsu, and he also has water prison jutsu. And so he has tons of jutsu, and this is at 5 months. And so he wakes up, and then he gets a katana, and he says, Obito, what kind of katana you want me to get? He says, get a Kusanagi. Sasuke Uchiha had one too. And so he gets one, and then Obito says, no, we're going to be doing Kinjutsu training for the rest of the months, and all your jutsu will be one-handed seals. And so this is going to be he's going to be really strong. But he won't be overpowered because his chakra can't run out, and when he runs out of chakra, he can't do anything. And so he has to be very careful for how much energy he uses, but gladly he has chakra control, so he really can. He's I would say as strong as Endeavor. Yes, he's as strong as Endeavor. And he just needs to train his chakra reserves and able to use his Mangekyou to the max abilities. It can, and he also learns Izanagi, which he does have because he has Hashirama cells. And so he knows that he can rewrite his death, but it uses like all of his chakra, like 75%. And so that's what happens. And he also gets his blue Susanoo because Kakashi's not there, and he doesn't get his other eye or anything. And so that's what happens there. And so now it's the 10 months is over. He has a katana, but he won't use it in the UA exam because I believe it's like illegal or something in the UA exams to use the outside weapon. And so he will be using his fist, and he can amp up his chakra in his body so much that it's basically full cowling. It's like 50% full cowling worth. And so that's what he does. And so now it's the UA exam, and when Kami tried to contact him, it left him a voicemail, and he called her and says, I'm on a camping trip with my friends. And she said, okay. And he also called Inko once in a while. And Bakugo says, of course, that nerd's on a stupid camping trip. She says, I know, Bakugo. And then kisses him. And then Deku knows that she's with Bakugo right now. Because he can hear her, I would say. And so he is going to UA. Bakugo bumps into him and says, move before I explode you. And then Deku pushes Bakugo, and then Bakugo almost falls and tries to attack Deku, but then he bumps into Araka. Finally, Deku does, and then she saves him, and then Deku and Bakugo are about to fight, but like Hero stopped them, and they say, chill, kids. And so they go in, and Deku sits by Bakugo, glaring at Bakugo, like he's ready to kill him. And Bakugo thinks, dang, a nerd. And so then they're going to the UA. No, not UA. I mean, they did the first part. Deku aces it. And then now it's the part, and Bakugo sees he's not in the same city, and Deku said, I would have killed you if we were. And Bakugo thinks, dang nerd. And then Bakugo lashes out at Deku. Then Ida tells Bakugo to shut up this time, and Deku smirking. And Bakugo wanting to explode Deku right now. And before that, Kami broke up with Deku, but Deku knew it was coming, so he didn't care. And so, now it's the UA exam, and so Deku is just using his sheer force. He has Tsunade strength, so he's just punching every robot to the ground, destroying it. People like his brute strength. It's unmatchable. And listen, this is a strength like that tore Madara out of the Susanoo. So he probably has 100% All Might strength when he amps up his fist to its max. And so he gets all around 100 villain points. And so now he's saving people because he has so much points. So he's saving people from dying and from getting hurt and stuff. So there's no getting hurt in his area, which is good. And so then the 0-pointer comes. He saves her Araka. She's have a twisted ankle. And then he gives it to Ida, and Ida saves her. And so Ida will have 25 hero points in this one. But this is what Deku does. Deku does like what Madara did when he made his Booster Sun to put his hands together, rising up. And then I'm gonna say Deku Susanoo is he has a katana like on his back. He has you know Madara's like, I guess, instrument or thing, and so he can use that to deflect ninjutsu and taijutsu and all those kind of stuff, punches and stuff. And he also has he can make a fire like in his hand and throw it, which is very strong, you could say, because he could just destroy a whole city by just throwing fireballs at it and cutting it. And this sword can cut anything. And so that's what happens. And so Deku passes easily, and when he gets his letter, it says, "Congratulations, young Midoriya. I underestimated you. You can be a hero, a great hero at that. So I personally welcome into you at My Hero Academia." And so Izuku smiles, and he said, "You got top of the class. 100 points, 100 villain points, and 75 hero points. So welcome to My Hero Academia, Deku. See ya, UA. Bye." And so after that, Deku goes to Uraraka saying, "We want to go get some ice cream." And she says, "Oh, gladly." And she thinks he's kind of cute too. And so they go with him getting a kiss. And Bakugo, angry, just goes to Kami's house. And you can think what, I'ma just say they make out or something. I don't care. I really don't care. And so Bakugo's like angry that, "How did Izuku get number one? How did a quirkless bastard get number one?" And so Bakugo says, and so, then Araka has to go home, and she says, "Bye, Izuku," after getting a kiss. And so now it's, now you could say it's UA. We're at UA. And so Izuku is going to UA, and then same thing happens, and then Izuku goes outside. And as always says, "You got first place in the exam, so show us what you got." And Izuku says, "Gladly." and then he makes a Susanoo, puts wood style over the ball so it doesn't burn it, and then he uh makes his like rib cage in Susanoo, and in that hand, there's just this burning scorch because he put wind and fire style in it, and so then he says, "Eternal flame, flame destroyer," and it's just a boost of wind, fire, and everything, and it gets 100,000 meters. 100,000. Getting second place in it. With Araka getting first place, and he says, "Good job." And Bakugo with his full body, Deku scoffing at him, Bakugo looking back. And then Bakugo throws the ball, getting 1,000 meters. And so then Izuku body flickers, like right next to him, being undetectable by Aizawa and anybody. He says, "I know about your stupid one for all quirk. It's nothing impressive. You're just a person who needs to use used power to get stronger with your stupid explosion quirk. It makes me laugh. I'm stronger than you." And then he body flickers back, and Bakugo's trying to attack Izuku with Izuku just standing there smiling. And so then Aizawa wraps Bakugo up in his thing and says, "What's your problem? He didn't do anything." Bakugo says, "I'll kill you. I'll kill you, Izuku." And then Bakugo tells All Might, and at the end of the day, All Might goes to Izuku and says, "Do not tell anybody about this quirk, yada yada yada." But then he says, Bakugo told me what he did. I scolded him, and I'm sorry, Izuku." And Izuku said, "No, you're not sorry. You're just a sorry excuse for a hero. I hate you, All Might. I truly do. I hope you die by All For One's hands." And he says, "Wait, how do you know about All For One?" And he says, I know about your stupid injury, which is stupid because you let your guard down probably, but I can't be surprised by you, All Might. He ruined my life. I should kill him in cold blood right now." And then All Might gets serious and says, "You will not kill my student." And Deku says, "I could if I even wanted to." And so then Deku just disappears. And then All Might says, "Oh, he got away." And then Izuku goes on a show with Araka and then wishes her goodbye when she goes on the bus. And so then it's the next day, and Deku is at UA, and I will talk about the USJ and the hero versus villains fight with Bakugo, and that will be good. That will be amazing. I can't wait. And so please like, subscribe, and go to my Instagram Nexus. And guys, don't get coronavirus, and see you later. Hold up. I actually want to talk to you guys about something. So, if you're not in the U.S., I'll just tell you anyway. So, right now, there's riots going on, and my ethnicity is African American, and well, African basically. But anyways, I have strong feelings what's going on right now, and if you have different kind of feelings, that's your personal opinion. It has nothing to going on, but just clarifying it out. What they did was wrong, and when they're burning down places, cops places, and let's do a little history check. So the Europeans took the Africans to the U.S., making them African Americans. Yeah. And then Europeans turned into, guess what? Americans, which are whites. And so Europeans were racist to us and whites are racist to us. So if you think about it, everything, every time, like the whole time, blacks have been like been slandered, have been just mistreated, and they're supposed to call this home. This isn't home. It's basically hell. But that's my opinion. And if you have a different opinion, comment in the description, and we could talk peacefully about this. But if you don't want to, I don't know what to tell you. But you can do your opinion, you can do you. But this is the end of the what if. I hope you like it, and so please like and subscribe, and go to my Instagram, Nexus_signing, and I am signing off.